Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to yoga. We are doing a quick yoga session today. I am personally very sore. I've been working out a lot in the last week, just moving more than normal. So we're gonna do some stretches that I personally love to do and that I think will work perfectly for what I'm feeling today. And it's gonna be a very free flow type of class for sure. So it's not prepared, and it's gonna be very simple, and we're definitely gonna get into the tissues. You're welcome to use straps or blocks if you want. I normally just don't personally, but that is welcome if that's what you prefer. Let us start on our backs, and we're gonna have our knees touching but our feet slightly apart. So let's lower down. And what I love to do is I like to tuck my pelvis under just a little bit, so it leaves space between my back and the floor still, but it's not like my back is arching more than it needs to. Then I like to shimmy my shoulders underneath, flip my palms up, and I tuck my chin in slightly in towards my chest. Take a deep breath in. I like to take the first few breaths very consciously. Notice if you are breathing deeply. Notice if you are breathing in through your nostrils throughout the day. Maybe you feel like you've been holding it in the whole day, like holding your breath. If not, like let it go here. Now is the time to let that go. And see if you can count 3 to 5 seconds long for every inhale and every exhale. Breathing in through your nose, through your throat, through your chest, into your stomach. And then exhale slowly out through your nose. Beautiful. Take a few more of those. Just centering yourself. If you have a hard time focusing on your breath, maybe notice the weight of your hands on the floor. Imagine like you're melting down into the ground. I know that being still can be very tough sometimes. I know. But now is the time to focus on that. Allow yourself to be still. Allow yourself to do nothing. Give yourself permission to relax. Let's move our hands overhead, clasping the elbows with our hands, just opening our chest a little bit more, opening our diaphragm and our shoulders. Taking in that deep, good breath. And now that we've moved our hands, our arms, let's move our feet. We're going to place the soles of our feet together, splay your knees apart. So this is like a very vulnerable pose. Notice what comes up for you. Sit with it. You're alone. Maybe you're not alone. Maybe you're practicing with someone else. Just sit with the feeling. What does this posture feel like to you? What emotions are coming up for you? But most importantly, what's your intention for the class today? While we're sitting in a vulnerable place, a vulnerable posture, use your strength to set an intention, maybe overcome some certain physical limitations, mental limitations, maybe not creating expectations. It's really up to you. When you're ready, start to open up your eyes. Release your hands. Tuck your knees in towards your chest at the same time. Wrap your arms around your knees, your legs. Let's just rock side to side here, giving your lower back a little massage. And then start using momentum to rock up and down your spine until you can push yourself up to a seated position. From here, let's just drop forward. So you're just folding forward, letting your head hang forward. Maybe flipping your palms up towards the sky. Maybe closing down your eyes again. Personally, I feel it in my hips right now, right here. So it means that is what needs to be stretched right now. And if you want more help, more of a challenge, maybe you feel like your neck needs a stretch, you can clasp your fingers together behind your neck like this and just let the weight of your hands and your arms slowly pull you down. So you really don't want to push it. You don't want to force anything here. Let's take 2 more deep breaths on our own. And then slowly lift all the way up. We're gonna change sides. So my right leg was in front of my left. I'm just gonna change that. And then do the same thing. So I'm gonna fold forward. Personally, I'm pretty flexible right now. I'm pretty warmed up. So maybe some of you are just gonna look like this and you can place your hands behind your back, behind your neck, and just stay here. Maybe that's all you can do for now. That's okay. Personally, me, I want to extend myself and my spine more. So just honoring where you are in your practice. Your flexibility or not. Flexibility comes with practice. You don't need to have flexibility to start yoga. It's just a result. Two more breaths on your own. Beautiful. Start to walk yourself up. Lovely. Let's place our hands on the floor. Push yourself up to a tabletop position. What I personally love to do is flip my palms so that my fingers point towards my knees and my palms are facing towards the front of the mat. So really make sure that you're stacking your limbs. Your shoulders are right on over your right over your wrists, and your knees are right under your hips. So from here, let's inhale, gaze up for cow. Exhale, curl your spine for cat. See, I feel so much soreness in my stomach right now, my abs. So this is an amazing stretch for me right now. Exhale, cat. Take 3 on your own. Really connect your breath with the movement. Last one. Beautiful. From here, let's stretch our wrists a little bit. So just slightly, if you have your hands already here, that's perfect. If not, just twist your wrists towards the back. And we're gonna lean backwards a little bit. Just shift our weight. You're gonna feel it in your wrists, in your arms. Yeah. You might feel it in your fingers. It might be intense, so take it slowly, especially if it's the first time you do this. And then maybe you can create circles. Play with it. Go in one direction, maybe the other. If it's too much, you don't have to do too much, honestly. Listen to your body. All right. I'm gonna flip my palms to the back. So my hands, the palms of my hands face upwards. I'm just doing it lightly. And then back to center. I'm just gonna roll my wrist quickly, make sure everything's good. Beautiful. All right, let's create some arm circles. Maybe I'll move this way. Let's create some arm circles towards the back. And then change direction. Forward. All right, let's do down dog. So curling your toes underneath, push your hips up high, spread your fingers nice and wide so your pointer finger is facing towards the top of the mat. It's okay if your heels don't touch the ground. It doesn't have to be perfect. You want to squeeze your shoulder blades together, open your chest towards the mat, but your tailbone is pointing up towards the sky, so it's a perfect V shape. From here, if you want to challenge yourself, try to gaze up towards your belly button. And we're just going to stay here for 3 breaths. Maybe you can pedal out your feet. So this is really what I do every single time. I do stretching in the morning or at night or before classes. This is how I prepare myself. From here, you can walk your hands a little closer if that works better. And then you're gonna grab your left hand, right ankle. And you're gonna twist underneath and see if you can gaze under your armpit. So you're still pushing into the floor here. So you're gazing past your armpit and you're just doing a little twist. So you're pulling in with your hand and gazing under. Bring your hand back up, exhale. Change sides, take some deep breaths. Pull yourself in. Try to gaze up towards the ceiling if you can. Inhale your hand back up. Perfect. What I want to do, I really want to do Uttanasana. So if you haven't done Uttanasana today or forward fold, bend your knees. I like to place my feet a little further closer together, maybe like 1 or 2 knuckles away. And from here, I bend my knees to start and I let my whole upper body just fall forward, just to train my stomach to go towards the knees. And then slowly, I start extending a little bit at a time, and I gaze past my knees. And I like to rotate my head side to side. Inhale, gaze forward, straight spine, just aligning your hips and your spine. And then if you would like, let's take our big toes with our peace fingers, middle finger and pointer finger. And you're gonna exhale, pull yourself in towards your legs, elbows out towards the sides. The backs of my legs are super tight right now, so this is perfect for the like hamstrings, thighs. It's beautiful. Inhale, halfway lift. And if you'd like to challenge yourself again, or you can just stay at that normal forward fold with the bent knees, or you can try this where you place your hands under your feet and you do the same thing. So you pull your elbows out to the sides and then you pull all the way in, crown of the head towards the floor, maybe gazing past your knees or towards your belly button, but always listening to your body. So you can even do this, you can even bend your knees and start there and then slowly extend. Gorgeous. From here, stay in Uttanasana. Clasp your fingers together behind your back, pull your hands up towards the ceiling or the sky, and let your hands fall back away from your lower spine. Maybe you can bend your knees here too. It's honestly an amazing stretch. Beautiful. Okay, let's place our hands back on the mat. Walk yourself up to the top into down dog again. Inhale, right leg goes all the way up towards the sky. I like to bend my knee here, so let's take some circles with the knee. Just take 5 circles in one direction. I think that was 5. And then change direction. Beautiful. Other side, extending the left leg all the way up. Maybe your joints crack like mine. Bend your knee and create some circles with the knee in one direction. Maybe the other now, other direction. Beautiful. Inhale, right leg comes all the way up. Exhale, knee to nose. So curl your spine. Place the foot between your hands to the top of the mat. Lower down onto your back knee. Inhale your hands all the way up. So you're not going to be able to see my hands if I go all the way up here, so I'll leave them here for you. From here, you can place your hands together overhead, like this, so you're keeping your ears away from your arms. Or, a nicer challenge, what I like to do, keep the balance, is do a little back bend. And then slowly placing your hand back onto your front knee. Lower your left hand on the floor. Grab your back foot with your right hand. And we're gonna do a little hamstring stretch. So opening up the chest, gazing towards the back of the mat. And lowering the leg down. Push your hips back, flex the front foot for half splits. You can fold forward as much as you want here. Maybe walk your hands a little higher in front of the foot. And then place weight back onto that right foot. Place both hands on the floor, and what I like to do is like slide my foot in the back into my half vinyasa. So curl your back foot right here, and then slowly slide the foot all the way up, and then you can do a 3-legged dog chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side, so inhale, left leg goes up, Exhale, knee to nose, curl your spine. Place the foot between your hands at the top of the mat. Lower down onto your back knee. And from here, the arms go up. If you are ready and able to, place your hands together like this. You can even do like a variation of hands, whatever, maybe clasp your hands completely together, whatever feels better. And then arms overhead, reach back, keep that balance. Make sure that your hips are still all the way forward and not open to one side or the other. Take that small back bend. Slowly come back up, hands on the left knee. Place both hands on the floor, or just the right hand on the floor. Reach back for the left foot, for the right foot actually. Open your shoulder, gaze up towards the ceiling. Take that nice stretch in the leg. If you're feeling discomfort, breathe into it. If you're having a hard time with these, honestly, you don't have to grab the foot. You can just try to reach for it like that. Exhale, back down. Hands on each side of the foot, and you're gonna push your hips back for that half split. Flex the front foot, lower down. It's okay if you just stay here as well. I like to fold a little more forward, reaching my arms forward. Beautiful. Place your weight back in front, and we're going to do that slide with the foot towards the back into your half vinyasa. So hands on each side of the foot. Curl your toe under, lift your knee up, and then slowly start sliding the foot towards the back. Lift it if you want for the chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And let's lower down, child's pose. Let's push ourselves up onto our hands and knees again. This time I want your knees a little further apart. Inhale, right hand goes up. Exhale, thread your hand through to the left side and lower down onto your right ear. You can stay here with your left arm overhead, or you can wrap your arm behind. Make sure you're not putting too much pressure on your neck. You want to be comfortable. If it's too much, lower your hips all the way down like this. But I'm going to stay up here. Inhale your hand back up. Push yourself up, tabletop. And then we're gonna do the same thing, other side. So left hand up, exhale, thread the needle under your right. Maybe extending your arm overhead, maybe keeping it there. Or if you'd like me, reaching your arm behind. Maybe closing down your eyes. And taking some deep breaths. Inhale your hand up. Push yourself all the way up to tabletop. And I personally really want to do a shoulder stretch. So from here, we're going to do a version of down or puppy pose. So you're going to walk your hands all the way up, but your chest is going to mount down towards the floor, like that. From here, what I want to do with the shoulder stretch is you're going to pick your hands up, maybe walk your elbows closer together, and then maybe lower your forehead down towards the floor. And just stay here, allowing your shoulders to open, your chest opens. Maybe you want to lower down onto your chin instead. It's up to you. I can feel how my body really relaxes into the posture the more I breathe deeply. Perfect. Place your hands back down. Let's lower all the way down onto our stomachs. Whew, my abs are so sore. Okay, into Sphinx posture. So knees together. Your elbows are right under your ribs. Fingers are spread nice and wide. Shoulders away from your ears. You're lifting your heart forward along with your head. You're imagining someone is pulling your head up towards the ceiling. Everything is engaged. Thighs engaged. You can even point your toes if you want. Imagine like your elbows are dragging towards the back of the mat. But you're staying in place, so everything is engaged. And then go ahead, lower down. So the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna move over to our backs. Lower down. And then tuck your left leg in towards your chest. Extend your right leg down. Pull your knee in. And from here, you're gonna let your left knee fall over to the right side, arms in a T. So maybe even like hop your hip over to the side so you can make space so that left hip pops all the way up towards the ceiling. Arms in a T. With the leg falling over to the right side, gaze to the left. You can close down your eyes. Maybe you can use your right hand as a weight for your left knee. Take 2 more breaths on your own. Allowing for your body to twist deeper after every exhale. Inhale, come back to center. Let's change sides. Maybe hop your hip over to the right. So you can extend your left leg down, pull your right knee in towards your chest, and then let that right knee fall over to the side, over to the left side, arms in a T, gaze towards the left, or gaze towards the right because your knee is falling over to the left. Did I see that right? Gaze right, knee to the left. You can use the weight of your hand onto your knee and use your breath to twist your upper body even more like a wet towel, and just twisting, getting the water out. Two breaths on your own. Inhale, slowly bring your knees in. Hop your hip back to center. Nose in towards your knees. Let's do happy baby. Extending your right leg out, maybe. Maybe your left leg. Just having fun with it. Maybe giving your lower back a little massage again. And then you're gonna start using your momentum to give your lower back a bigger massage along your entire spine. And we're not getting completely up. What we're doing is boat pose here, keeping your spine nice and straight. And if you'd like, you can extend your legs all the way out in front. Maybe you can do more. Maybe you can extend your arms up overhead. Breathe deeply. And let's lower down. Place your hands on each side of your hips and just push into your hands. You're gonna lift your entire body here. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Let's do this again. So boat, we're gonna do this 3 times in total. So second round, first option, second option, third option. Maybe you can even grab your big toes and bring them in front, keeping the balance. And lower down, bump up, see what you can pick up, and lower back down. Third and last round. See if you can lift a little higher up. And back down. Place your hands on the floor. Shoot back to high plank. We're going to do our last vinyasa. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Rock your hips side to side for the last time. And then lower down, down dog. Lower down onto your knees, and then all the way down onto your stomach. Use your right ear as a pillow. We're just gonna end the class here. Hugging the earth, hugging the floor. Let your entire body melt down into the ground again. And then change sides. Place your left ear on the floor. Take rest. Notice how your body feels now compared to the beginning, before you took the class. You're welcome to pause the video here and stay in Shavasana. Or you can follow me, start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. I like to clasp my fingers together here, pull my hands down, open my chest. My neck goes side to side. I always get cracks in my necks here. My neck, plural. And then place your hands by your sides. Slowly push yourself up into child's pose. you walk your hands all the way up towards your knee. That's it. Thank you so much for practicing with me. That's basically what I do. There weren't as many hip openers this time because I did a lot of those today with my earlier class. If there's something you want to practice more, like flexibility or arms, or like you want to know more about vinyasa, like the flow, like sun A's, let me know. Maybe you don't know much and you're just here for the ride. That's okay. I will see you next time. Namaste.